You're watching the Daily Rewind. Everything you missed, all in one place. Here are the top stories from today, January 13th.
The search continues for a former New York Giants player. Sam Beal was last seen dropping off his girlfriend before heading to a job in July. That car was found in Virginia Beach, leaving his shoes and socks behind in the passenger seat. If you have any information on where he is, call Virginia Beach Police.
The cause of a fire is under investigation in Suffolk. It happened around 9:30 last night on Grove Avenue. Officials say that fire was contained to a bedroom and one person had to be checked out at the scene for possible smoke inhalation. In total, 4 people are now displaced.
Norfolk State University's marching band is set to perform at Governor-elect Abigail Spanberger's historical inauguration this Saturday in Richmond.
Yes, Spanberger will be Virginia's first female governor. Norfolk State's band director says it's an honor to participate in such a historic event. The theme for the inauguration is United for Virginia's Future. The inauguration will be live streamed at the Virginia General Assembly's website. Virginia remains in the high category on the CDC's weekly flu report. Hospital visits for COVID-19 and RSV remain stable, but visits for the flu are actually trending down. Over North Carolina, things are even worse. The activity level there is as high as the chart will allow.
Cases of flu are also climbing in other parts of the U.S. According to the CDC, many states are reporting a record number of cases. Health experts say children are also getting sick with co-infections, which means they're getting sick with 2 different viruses at once. In most cases, children are usually able to recover at home with supportive care, but in more serious cases, physicians suggest antiviral medications or even a trip to the hospital. Although co-infections can't be fully prevented, there are ways to reduce the spread. Of course, they consist of washing hands thoroughly, staying home when you're sick, and getting vaccinated.
Starting today, the city of Norfolk says there will be a lane closure on East Little Creek Road between Granby Street and the 64 overpass. The closure will allow crews to complete utility work and install a sidewalk. It is expected to last until Friday. Now, this is part of an effort to add a second Target store to Norfolk. It will be located on East Little Creek Road. For the first time ever, Newport News city leaders introduced a community safety plan to help address violence. Since 2023, the city has invested millions of dollars into local organizations to help achieve its goals.
The safety plan highlights the work already done and what needs to be done in the future. 10 on your side's Michael Rinker joins us live in Newport News with more details now on this safety plan. Michael, good morning.
Good morning, Katie and Kiana. Back in 2024, Newport City's Mayor Philip Jones says he had a goal of reducing violence by 15% in 18 months. Now, 2 years later, they were able to drop the homicide and non-lethal shooting rates by 47% in just 2 years. They've also started a number of youth programs, one including is the Youth Thrive program that is focusing on connecting teens and kids with the community for accessible programs and opportunities. They're also going to be building off of this by holding themselves to 7 different pillars of violence prevention. That includes things like gun control, mental health, a healthy family functioning, among others. And Newport News is using these pillars to achieve a new set of goals that include strengthening their community through connection, partnerships, safe neighborhoods, as well as safe places. Now, a large focus of this plan focuses on the youth, specifically teenagers. Newport News has formed the Youth Public Safety Council to have a direct dialogue with those teenagers. And then in 2024, they also started an Office of Community Safety as well as the Youth Empowerment and Action Group. And they're trying to use some of these city offices as well as youth groups to work together and try and achieve their goals here the next few years. Live in Newport News, Michael Rinker, 10 on your side.
Virginia Beach is celebrating a Golden Globe winner from the resort city.
Yeah, Kempsville High School alum Ray Seahorn won the award for her first Golden Globe on Sunday. She was nominated for her role in the TV drama series Pluribus. The actress took home the award for Best Performance by a Female Actor in a Drama TV Series. You may also recognize her from her role in Better Call Saul. This is Seahorn's first Golden Globe, followed by her first nomination.
Wow. Okay, Virginia Beach.
1 for 1.
Love
We're
that.
gonna take that. Investigators are working to learn what sparked this house fire. It happened around 1:30 this morning on Maypole Avenue, not far from East Princess Anne Road. Officials say the fire was contained to the attic. No one was hurt, but one person is displaced. In Hampton, a man was arrested on child pornography charges following a tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Officers began investigating after receiving reports of a man uploading suspected child abuse material. 23-year-old Terrence Sharma is now charged with 10 counts of reproduction of child pornography.
Witnesses in Portsmouth say 2 speeding cars hit and killed a pedestrian. This was the scene around noon yesterday near the London Oaks apartments. Witnesses say 2 men were speeding when they hit a person, and we're told both drivers stayed on the scene while police gathered evidence. It appears one of the speeding cars hit a Portsmouth City pickup truck. And police are still investigating and have not released any more information.
Norfolk police are looking for your help. They're trying to find the person who shot real estate broker Judy Boone. Detectives want people living in the area to check their camera footage, specifically homeowners in the 1600 to 2000 block of East Ocean View Avenue. As we reported, someone shot Boone in her home late New Year's Eve. She went to the hospital and is still recovering. If you have video that shows anything suspicious or know anything about the shooting, call police at 757-664-7032. The number is right there on your screen, and you can read more about this case on wavy.com.
Portsmouth man is frustrated after someone stole his daughter's stroller right off of his porch in broad daylight.
Thomas Maresca Wisner called the police once he saw it was gone, but he says they weren't much help. Doorbell camera video shows the unidentified man approach the home off of Florida Avenue at 10:30 in the morning last Tuesday. He picked up the stroller and walked away. Wisner says he located the suspect himself Wednesday morning thanks to the help of a Portsmouth Facebook group. He called police again, but no one came.
The suspect was eventually arrested on Saturday after Wisner called 911 and told officers where the suspect usually is. Now, Wisner plans to get a new stroller and relocate to another city. He says he wants to get away from crime. There's been at least 7 other items stolen from his porch and the Norfolk property over the years, and he even had his car broken into on Saturday.
There's a lot of fatigue, you know, living in a place like this where you have to make sure everything is locked, because if it's not, they're going to find a way through it. Even with cameras, it's very apparent that immediate action, it takes a lot of persistence to go ahead and get the cops involved.
A spokesperson at the Portsmouth Police Department confirmed they do have a suspect in custody in the case, but have not released a name. If you have any information about the stroller incident, you can contact Portsmouth Police.
That shooting happened about 30 minutes into the new year on Fraser Lane. 19-year-old Devion Williams was arrested in North Carolina. Williams is charged with second-degree murder and gun charges.
The family of 19-year-old Jeremiah Cuffey spoke to 10 on Your Side after they learned the news. They called Jeremiah's loss a tragedy and say the violence must stop before another young life is cut short.
As a matter of fact, right there where we're going to have him buried at, I was looking at the headstones out there, and I was like, wait a minute. 2002 to 2024, 2006 to, I said, these are kids. 18, 13, 18, 15 out there. We're burying our children.
Now, Jeremiah's memorial service will be next week. The shooting is still under investigation. If you have any information about this shooting, call the crime line or use the P3 Tips app.
Right now at midday, the Navy's investigating after officials say a sailor was found dead at Naval Station Norfolk. It happened last week, but the military is just now releasing this information. 10 on Your Side's Nick Broadway is live in the Wavy control room with what we know at this point. Nick.
Yeah, Aisha, the Navy says NCIS is investigating this crime. We're told it happened on Friday inside a building on Bays. A spokesman for the Norfolk Naval Education and Training Command confirms it happened Friday of last week inside the command's building at Naval Station Norfolk. Officials say the victim was Fire Controlman First Class Alonzo Martin Jr. They say he was assigned as an instructor at Surface Combat Systems Training Command Detachment Middle Atlantic. The Navy's Criminal Investigative Service, or NCIS, is investigating his cause of death. The Navy says it has grief counseling services and support available through the Fleet and Family Support Center. So far, there's no information about a potential suspect.
A Hampton woman is a big winner in the Cash for Life lottery game. She won the choice to either $1,000 per day for the rest of her life or a one-time cash option of $7 million. She says her grandbaby is her good luck charm and was with her when she bought the ticket at Aberdeen Food Mart on Aberdeen Road in Hampton. In other consumer news, officials from the popular discount grocery store Aldi says the chain is expanding nationwide. Plans are on to open over 180 stores by the end of the year. The company hopes to have 2,800 stores in total, with plans to have 3,200 by 2028. Aldi officials say they're seeing a growing demand for affordable groceries. 9 new historical markers will soon be placed on the sides of roads throughout the state. The Virginia Board of Historic Resources approving the move last month. In Norfolk, one will be placed on the corner of Westmoreland Avenue and Monroe Place. Jimmy Carter and his wife Rosalind lived in a one-bedroom apartment there back in 1946. They moved there after the former president graduated from the U.S. Naval Academy. Another marker will be placed in Matthews County right there alongside Route 3 by Twig Bridge. It'll remember the Kisiak Indians who were forced by English settlers out to the Middle Peninsula. To see the other locations, visit our website, wavy.com.
Tonight, it'll stay mild. We'll have the southwesterly breeze running 5 to 15 miles per hour, so that keeps our temperatures from falling very far. We'll be in the upper 30s to around 40 degrees through most of the area, under mostly clear skies as well. We'll eventually see more cloud cover stream into the area, though, heading into the day tomorrow. Right now, on Super Doppler 10, you can see a little bit of cloud cover moving through the Richmond area, through Emporia, getting into the Hampton Road cities at the moment. There's a little bit of a break towards Charlottesville, over to Farmville, and then some more clouds off to the west. So that's going to be the continued theme here. We'll just see kind of waves of clouds from time to time. We do have a system well off to the north into the northern Great Lakes right now, providing for some snow into parts of northern Michigan, even into Pennsylvania right now, seeing a little bit of rain and some snowfall across the central portions and northern portions of the state. Notice, though, 2 bits of energy, one into the plains and one to the south towards Houston, towards Dallas, 2 areas of cloudiness and some showers. Once these continue to move its way to the east, we're going to be watching if they can kind of come together here and give us a more robust system heading into our day on Thursday. Eventually, we'll see a cold front slide through. Now, we're not going to see much accumulating snowfall with it because there will be some cold air in place, but we are going to see a huge change in temperatures. So tomorrow, isolated showers for parts of North Carolina, I think for the Outer Banks mostly, especially down towards Hatteras, towards Rodanthe, where temperatures will be up close to 60 degrees for parts of the area. Southwesterly breeze, that continues, keeping us mild. Less of a rain chance as you move north into Virginia. We'll see partly cloudy skies through the day tomorrow. Temperatures, again, into the 50s to near 60 for some inland areas. A little bit cooler for the eastern shore tomorrow. Overall, pretty pleasant day as we head into your Wednesday. But again, changes are on the way. Notice winds. That's going to be a huge player here as we go through the next little bit of time. Southwesterly as we head throughout the day tomorrow. The clouds pick up. Here's a few showers here and there out ahead of this developing system. As we head into the evening and overnight hours Wednesday into Thursday, we'll watch off to our north as a little bit of rain and some snow start to move their way south and east with this incoming front. Richmond, you'll kind of be on the battleground between some rain and maybe even some snowfall, and it will drift into the Hampton Road cities as we head through the very early morning hours of our Thursday. Again, it's not a huge system. It's actually looking rather weak. The last couple of model runs kind of backing off on the snowfall potential as a whole. Williamsburg, Saluda, Saluda, maybe over to Melfa, though, and even into the Hampton Roads cities as a whole. Could be looking at a little bit of snowfall as we wake up very early on Thursday. But the key here is the northerly winds that switch, and look at these wind chill values dropping down into the teens and 20s. It is going to be a cold, cold Thursday, even into Friday, as highs drop down into the 40s and 50s with lows in the 30s and 20s.
Yeah, talk about a beacon of stability, Regina and Ashley. Within the Pittsburgh Steelers organization, Mike Tomlin spent nearly 2 decades as head coach of the Black and Gold. And during that span, he led the team to a championship back in 2008, beating the Arizona Cardinals in Super Bowl 43. He went to the playoffs 13 times, won the AFC North 8 times, and like you said, never had a losing season. Today, decided to step down from the organization.
Thanks, James. The Virginia General Assembly convenes tomorrow in Richmond. It is known as the oldest continuous lawmaking body in the Western Hemisphere, dating back to the House of Burgess in 1619. Democrats making the trip to Richmond will be flexing new political muscle following impressive wins in the House of Delegates in November. Only on 10, Andy Fox has an exclusive interview with the Speaker of the House, Don Scott, from Portsmouth.
Hey, Regina, thanks. Speaker Scott is the first back-to-back Speaker of the House since 2018. A lot of turnover during that time. He was first elected Speaker last session and was, and make no mistake, the architect of flipping 13 House seats from Republican to Democrat. We sat down with him for about a 30-minute interview covering lots of issues from A to Z.
You know, it matches the suit. It looks good. Is it okay? Yeah. All right, good. It's different.
Speaker of the House Don Scott at ease, good-humored, well-prepared, focused to carry out Governor-elect Abigail Spanberger's political agenda.
She talked about affordability, making sure that we lower the cost of energy, lower the cost of groceries. We're going to do everything we can this cycle to take away. We got away with the state grocery tax. Now we want to help eliminate the local grocery tax. That's one of the things I want to do, to lower the price of goods.
The fact is, Speaker Scott and Democrats are driving the political bus, and what they want, they will likely get. Education, energy, lowering taxes, to name a few.
While Washington, D.C. is raising the cost of things, we want to, in Virginia, lower the cost of things. We want to make our tax system fair. We want to cut taxes for the most people and doing the most good. Right now, we want to cut taxes this cycle. We want to make sure that we continue to buttress our education system, give the teachers what they need.
It is clear that this session, Democrats think they are calling the shots. Pushback from Republicans will be answered.
The hit on you is that you are very unfair to Republicans. But I'm reminded of the saying, to the victor goes the spoils. How much pain are you going to enact on Republicans?
No pain at all. No pain at all. I think the voters enacted the pain on them, not me. I think the voters decimated their party, not me. I think they have to take a look at themselves and look in the mirror. The voters told them to change course, and maybe they will and maybe they won't.
We've got a fishtail to share from Virginia Beach waters.
That's right. Gather around. You don't want to miss this. Those on the charter boat High Hopes may have broken a state record after reeling in a bluefin tuna.
10 on your sides. Kagan Hughes spoke with the captain about the big catch.
The bluefin tuna weighed more than 832 pounds and filled the back of this boat. Take a look at this fish. It doesn't even fit in the bed of the truck. The boat called High Hopes lived up to her name Saturday morning. Captain David Wright says days before catching the tuna, they kept coming back to the marina empty-handed. After going farther into the Atlantic Ocean, High Hopes and the hopeful crew on board felt something pull at their line.
Lo and behold, we had an explosion that looked like an atom bomb going off in the back of the boat. It's a monster.
As a longtime fisherman, Captain Wright says it was a long battle before they were able to reel it in.
We were in 48 feet of water. This boat's 58, so it's not even a boat length deep. It was quite a battle. It was an hour and a half.
The Virginia state record is still pending, but Captain Wright told us that he should be hearing by the end of the week when it's official. In Virginia Beach, Kagan Hughes, 10 on your side.
Oh, congratulations to David. Now, a white shark is making waves on the Outer Banks.
Marine biologists with the group O-Search say that Ormond pinged yesterday morning off the coast of North Carolina.
Ormond is more than 9 feet long and weighs more than 600 pounds.
He would give any fisherman a run for his money.
Don't let me die. Don't let me die. That plea last night from a 17-year-old boy who was shot on Acorn Street in Chesapeake. The unidentified teen is fighting for his life tonight at a local hospital. Tonight, 10 on your side will take you back to the scene where you will hear from a woman who joined others in using clothing and other items to save the boy's life.
He was shot in the chest. They put pressure on his wounds. He was coughing up blood.
And were they using clothing to apply pressure?
Yes.
Paramedics took over and rushed the teen to a hospital where he is under treatment for life-threatening injuries.
A $150 million lawsuit has just been filed in the death of a 4th grade Virginia Beach boy.
The family is suing CSEP, that's the Southeastern Cooperative Educational Program, which serves special needs children across Hampton Roads. The lawsuit also names 4 of its employees.
10 on your side's Angela Bohan joins us now with more on the circumstances surrounding the loss of this child. Angela?
Well, Ashley, there is no doubt that the death of 11-year-old Josh Sykes, who you see here, is heartbreaking. But soon it could be up to a jury to determine whether his teachers and the special needs program that he was enrolled in is in any way responsible for his death. Today, I talked with the attorney representing Josh's family.
While this suit is about what happened to Joshua, Joshua stands for so many other children out there that don't have the ability when they get off the school bus or get in mom and dad's car at the end of the day and tell their parents what happened at school that day.
Matthew Moynihan is representing Julie Zarau, Josh Sykes' mother. On Halloween 2024, Zarau says she was called to Pembroke Elementary School to pick up Josh, who has autism. What she didn't know, according to the lawsuit, is that Josh had been kept in what Moynihan calls a makeshift prison for, quote, well in excess of 2 hours. The suit claims that during that time, the 11-year-old kicked the walls of the secluded area, and each time his head struck the unpadded floor. After that, Josh had been lethargic, his mom said, so she took him to the hospital on November 2nd. He was later released, and on November 3rd, 2024, Josh died in his sleep. The $150 million lawsuit alleges the defendants failed to protect Josh and did not give his parents crucial information they could have passed on to medical professionals. We contacted Virginia Beach City Public Schools, but they had no comment, deferring us directly to CSEP. We reached out to CSEP multiple times and are waiting for a response.